Yes, dear guests, a very warm welcome here at ZF on the blue sofa. Today our topic is ZF Pro Service. My name is Marcus Romer. Among other things, I work in field service on this topic, and I have the pleasure of welcoming two interesting guests here today. First, Mr. Angheister from DIP and Mr. Fleck from Knirsch. Perhaps you would like to briefly introduce yourselves.
Yes, thank you very much for the invitation from ZF. My name is Martin Fleck. I am responsible for parts management at Knirsch. I've been with the company for 40 years and I'm in charge of 4 locations. I also have the privilege of overseeing the training of our commercial professions.
Yes, good day. My name is Gerd Engeneister and I've been with TP for 10 years. As mentioned, TIP is Germany's major rental company. We have large rental fleets. We also have workshops where we repair and maintain our fleets. And this is the area I work in, so not in rentals, but in the service department.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Mr. Knirsch, what challenges do you encounter in your daily work to reliably get your vehicles, meaning tractor units and trailers, on the road?
For us, ever since our company was founded, it's always been about keeping our customers as mobile as possible. Keeping them maximally mobile means offering as much service as possible from a single source. And that's where our founding father comes in. Martin Knirsch was a pioneer in this regard. For him, it was always about the complete vehicle, the entire vehicle, not just the Scania brand underneath, but also what's on top and what's behind it. Everything requires a certain level of service. And that's where our Martin Knirsch truly did pioneering work and taught all of us from the very beginning that it's not just about the vehicle itself. For that reason, it's not a new topic for us. It's always been a challenge. And it can only be managed, only be accomplished with strong partners by your side. And for us at Knirsch, we value the products from ZF, which of course we can't purchase directly. That's why we rely on strong partners, on wholesalers in the region at various locations. Our headquarters is in Karlsruhe. We're active in Bayersbronn, we're in Bühl, and we're in Schutterwald. And these are precisely the areas that are also supported by a strong partner such as a company. Winkler provides care and support, and we are very, very happy about that.
Thank you. Mr. Engrechter. TIP, one of the largest landlords in Europe, if I may say so. I personally look after several as well. TIP branches in Bavaria, so I know their company quite well. My question is, how long is a trailer actually in use with you? Are there any figures, benchmarks, mileage limits, or do you also differentiate between refrigerated and...
Of course, first we have to make a distinction between tractor units and trailers. A tractor unit is used for a maximum of up to 4 years, depending on the mileage. In the trailer sector, curtain siders are used for up to 8 years, and in the refrigerated sector, it can even go up to 12 years.
Here's another personal question, or rather something I'm curious about, specifically in the trailer sector. Are there any figures on how often a trailer goes into the workshop during its lifetime? Can you say anything about that?
Yes, of course, we have annual inspections. The SB inspection, the main inspection, those are actually twice a year. Normally that's sufficient. So for a maintenance event, that's enough. Damage, of course, is a different matter. You can't plan for those.
But on average, 2 or 3 times a trailer is always in your shop, right?
Exactly.
Mr. Fleck, the company Knirsch provides services, among other things, for fleets. What does that mean for you specifically, or rather, what added value do you offer your customers as a result?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, everything from a single source, one-stop shopping. And we are also there for our customers in case of replacement. We have our own rental fleet. Currently, I believe we have around 600 vehicles that are out on our own rentals. The Knirsch name is on the front, the back, above and below. We don't even need anything else to be able to quickly, maybe even just for a day, to offer the customer a replacement solution. And we all know when it comes to fleets, we're very quickly talking about penalty clauses if repair deadlines aren't met. Our customer is under pressure from their suppliers, and we try to stand by their side to relieve that pressure and to keep them as mobile as possible.
Mr. Anger is here. What successes have been achieved in the past with our products, that is, with ZF and its partner at your company? Does the name WABCO and ZF also carry weight with your customers so that they say, oh, that's quality behind it?
Of course. We are, of course, very closely connected with WABCO as well. Our fleet is mainly equipped with WABCO, including the telematics systems. What our fleet is equipped with comes from WABCO. So we have a very close relationship together.
Yes, Mr. Knirsch, another question for you. Sustainability and CO2 are currently on everyone's lips. There are certain factors in this industry. As Schwarzmüller and also as a Scania partner, can you share a few points on this topic?
Yes, of course, we hope that wherever it says CO2 reduction, there is actually reduction inside. One may sometimes have doubts about that, but the federal government does set certain targets. So by the end of the year, a CO2 reduction of up to 15% is required. By 2030, we are looking at 45%, and by 2035, it will be 65%. And in 2040, the ambitious goal is a 90% reduction in CO2 emissions. From 65% onwards, Scania can only achieve this with the use of electric battery-powered vehicles. For this, of course, it is also necessary that the charging infrastructure is built up very, very quickly. Scania says for us the future is electric, and I believe this is exactly the right path. Although combustion engines are now also powered by alternative fuels, HVO diesel, a gas engine, LNG, 10G gas, this pure combustion engine will remain loyal to us and stay with us for a long, long time to come. As quickly as the federal government or Europe envisions it, we won't be able to do it yet. We won't be able to make it disappear from the stage just yet, but as with many things, it's the mix that matters. The mix of drive systems will make the difference. The mix of drive systems will enable us to do this. And thank God, thankfully, Scania is a player at the piano who can play the entire range. I've just listed the types of drive systems. We're glad that we can truly offer customers solutions tailored to their needs for their transport requirements. We can provide solutions that are customized for them. Of course, when it comes to battery electric drives, there are crucial factors to consider. Temperature topography. The driver accounts for 15% of it, but with recuperation, battery electric drive is the only solution that can regenerate itself independently when it's not under load. And that's how, in the long run, we'll easily achieve ranges of 500, 600, 700, even 800 kilometers. That's really, really easy to manage. The company Schwarzmüller, since we're also Schwarzmüller dealers, there's no drive system in the front. So what is Schwarzmüller doing in terms of CO2? Schwarzmüller is reducing the weight. Compared to other market competitors, Schwarzmüller is between 500 and 1,000 kilos lighter in various applications. That means 1 ton more payload or 1 ton less weight, less fuel consumption for the tractor unit.
Thank you very much. Mr. Angheister, you as well, as an international fleet operator, if I may put it that way, what has your experience been? Now, specifically on the topic of ZF, with regard to the carbon footprint, do you have any experience with that, or is it also a topic for you as a rental company?
Of course, that's an issue for us as well. It's a major topic. In fact, at the moment, no one really knows exactly where things are headed. Since we are completely independent as a rental company and also brand independent, we offer everything. And I just fear that there will be transport companies that start too late, and they will really end up being too late. You have to try something. There won't be just one solution. There will be multiple solutions. You have to look at it very closely. What kind of transport route is it? What can I use there? and then just give it a try. It costs money, no question. At the moment, you can make money with it, but you have to get started so that when the time comes, you can make the right decisions.
So I agree with you on that. A small example, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was at one of your huge customers nearby. Or in Kempton, then you probably know who I mean. And basically, he gave me a similar answer to the one you just gave. We have to start now. We can't change everything overnight. It's also a financial matter, but we simply have to start dealing with this topic now.
Exactly.
Mr. Knirsch, one more question for you. How do you actually see the future of freight transport? Or if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
That maybe in Germany or in Europe, we don't always see everything so negatively and burden things with negativity. For me, and I'm speaking personally here, there are 2 things in Germany that are made out to be worse than they actually are. One is the internal combustion engine and the other is pork. So I think and hope that we also still have our combustion engines in 20 years, that the federal government doesn't just take action under public pressure, but does so with purpose and moderation. With purpose and moderation. And that's exactly what it's about, looking closely at what makes sense for a customer and what doesn't. And then we have to accept that in the end, only a mix can do the job. The mix will be crucial for us in determining how we can position ourselves in the market for the future. Yes.
Mr. Angheister, one last question for you as well. How do you see the future of transportation and what would your wishes be regarding it?
I actually see it the same way. Maybe we need to emphasize that a bit more. Digitalization and digital networking will become even more important. That's already happening today, and it's going to become even bigger. There are only tailor-made solutions. There isn't one solution for everything. There never will be. Transport companies also need to work together better. Let's be honest. We simply can't afford to have half-empty trucks driving around anymore. That's no longer possible. And for the future, I also hope that and I really mean that, we also need to make sure that working conditions for truck drivers improve again. It's really terrible what you see these days. It's inhumane.
Well, I'd like to sincerely thank both of you. From this conversation, I also take away that you are actually very optimistic about the future. Well, just as you said, sometimes things are made out to be worse than they actually are. But based on what you've said, I see it the same way. Very positive. On behalf of the company ZF, I would like to thank you for taking the time to have this discussion or give this talk with us here. I wish you all the best for the rest of the trade fair, and thank you very much for coming.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the